Hello, my name is Kathy Jameson, the Proposition Lady, and I'm on a mission to educate California voters on their state election ballot measures. Let's face it, the California election booklet is the grown-up version of homework. This year we've got 10 propositions to study. Most states have less than 6. Only voters in New Mexico, Colorado, and Arizona have as much homework as we Californians. They can seem complicated and overwhelming, which is where I come in. Think of me like Cliff's Notes for ballot measures, but with cats. By mid-October, I will have published a video for each of the propositions on the November ballot. My goal is to present the issues in a way that's fun and easy to understand. I won't tell you how to vote or attempt to influence your decision. In fact, most of the time, I don't make my own decision until I'm ready to fill out my ballot. What I will do is explain what your vote means and who paid to put it before the voters. And I'll try to present both sides of the issue with equal clarity. But why should voters trust that what I have to say is fair and balanced? It all comes down to how we make decisions. I believe it's essential to keep an open mind when studying the issues, which is very hard to do thanks to social media. Because their algorithms are designed to keep us engaged by making us enraged, they elevate the most extreme views. This makes complicated issues seem simple and leaves us vulnerable to emotional manipulation, which is why I almost never make a quick decision on how to vote. Now and then there's an easy one, but that's the exception rather than the rule. More often than not, there are genuinely valid arguments on both sides of each ballot measure, and I encourage my viewers to consider those carefully before making a decision. I can't promise I'll uncover every potential argument for or against, but I promise to try. And if you're interested, I post all my sources in the notes section of each posted video on YouTube. When I research a ballot measure, I start with nonpartisan educational websites like Ballotpedia and CalMatters. Then I search online for anything else I can find. I want to know what my vote means and what specifically will change if the measure passes. I want to know how the measure got onto the ballot and who's paying for it. I want to know if the measure will accomplish its stated goal, or if it's well-intended but poorly written. I want to know if proposition sponsors are trying to manipulate voters with hot-button issues. I try to stay as unbiased as possible, but nobody likes to be tricked. As we get closer to Election Day, we can look forward to airwaves flooded with emotional advertisements. We must do our best to look at them critically and not be swayed in an instant. We may also be tempted to vote in line with our political party. I would discourage you from taking this shortcut, because we shouldn't assume we agree with every position our party takes. This is why I rarely talk about what each party supports, unless they both agree, since that's a novelty. The Proposition Lady channel went live in 2022, but I've been doing this work since 2008, researching the measures in detail and hosting proposition parties with friends. I would encourage you to host your own proposition party this fall. Why do your homework alone when you can have a study group? One final note, as much as I love this work, it does take quite a bit of time. My channel hasn't got enough subscribers or views for me to make money on YouTube yet, but if you're interested in supporting my work, you can subscribe at patreon.com/thepropositionlady or send a one-time donation at buymeacoffee.com/thepropositionlady. Both links are in the show notes. If you opt for a paid subscription, please know that this is not necessarily a traditional channel. I can't promise you that in the off-season I'll be producing 2 or 3 videos a week, but when you've procrastinated your homework for too long and it's the night before Election Day, I'll be here. I'm Kathy Jameson, the Proposition Lady, and I appreciate you being here with me today. See you soon, California voters. Bye now.